Happiness is not something you chase, it's something you recognize. Find something you love, something you can lean on, something that will keep you going. You need something to fall back on when you get depressed. Don't dim your light to fit into someone else's shadow. Nothing is complicated, not as much as you assume. It's just your mind playing tricks with you. If you get down to it, it's all really simple and clear. Act as if you were already happy, and that will tend to make you happy. The depth of a relationship is measured not by time but by the honesty within it. We love to believe that longevity equals depth, that years together prove the strength of a bond. But let's be honest, time can be a terrible metric. People stay in relationships for decades, hiding their truths, playing roles, avoiding the hard conversations. That's not depth, that's endurance. A single moment of raw honesty, of undiluted vulnerability, can forge a connection stronger than years of polite conversations and shared routines. Depth isn't about how long someone has been in your life. It's about how real you can be with them. Think about it. Would you rather have a relationship that spans years but is built on surface-level niceties, or one that's shorter but filled with unfiltered truth? Time creates history, but honesty creates meaning. So maybe we should stop counting the years and start counting the moments where we were truly seen. The biggest regrets aren't things you did, but things you never had the courage to try. People become lonely in old age because, in their youth, they didn't cultivate relationships and connections that could have sustained them through the ups and downs of life. People don't have many friends because, as kids, they didn't learn to trust people. It's never too late to start building meaningful relationships and investing in the people around you. Not every sweet root gives birth to sweet grass. Take only what you need and leave the land as you found it. Speak your truth, but wrap it in kindness. The present is all you have. Don't waste it wishing for yesterday. If you're not happy with yourself, you'll never be happy in a relationship. Being lonely and being alone are different things. Overthinking ruins you. It ruins the situation, twists things around, makes you worrying about futile questions. It makes everything much worse than it actually is. Judge less, understand more. True wisdom is knowing how little you truly know. The desire for a feeling of importance is one of the chief distinguishing differences between mankind and the animals. Are you bored with life? Then throw yourself into some work you believe in with all your heart. Live for it, die for it, and you will find happiness that you had thought could never be yours. Let go of grudges they're too heavy for your soul to carry. Beware of the man who does not talk and the dog that does not bark. Our pleasures are shallow, our sorrows are deep. A young fool may become wise, but an old fool has wasted his years. You won't be remembered for what you owned, but for how you made others feel. You can always earn money. It's not a big deal. Your world is not going to end because you don't have a fixed income. Something else will work out. Every person has three faces. Firstly, the one we show to the world and strangers. Secondly, the one we show to family, spouses, and close friends. Thirdly, the one we show only to ourselves. Hard work matters, but knowing where to put your effort matters even more. There is no perfect time to start, there is only now. An individual who unselfishly tries to serve others has an enormous advantage. Man is not made to understand life, but to live it. Smile today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. It is no longer good enough to cry peace. We must act peace, live peace, and live in peace. When a man moves away from nature, his heart becomes hard. Holding on to the past is like carrying a heavy bag. Drop it, and you'll walk freer. Faith is walking forward, even when the path is invisible. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is a part of getting over. The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding. Over-trusting the trail. Masturbation, loss of energy, stress, hair loss, overthinking, depression. Saying no important. Revenge ruining your own life. Observing increase in wisdom. Forgiving healing. Letting go peace of mind. Default text. You can win an argument and still lose a person. Choose wisely. Money can buy comfort, but it cannot buy contentment. In the end, it is not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. A mistake that teaches you something is not a mistake, it's a lesson. Don't compare your journey to someone else's highlight reel. Let's not allow ourselves to be upset by small things we should despise and forget. Remember, life is too short to be little. One of the most tragic things about human nature is that all of us tend to put off living. We are all dreaming of some magical rose garden over the horizon instead of enjoying the roses that are blooming outside our windows today. It does not require many words to speak the truth. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. A sincere apology mends hearts faster than 1,000 excuses. Joy is found in the simplest things: a sunrise, a deep breath, a good laugh. No one has the answer. You're going to spend a lot of time figuring things out. Most people stay in the same place for a reason. The things they hold dear are the anchors that hold them in place. 3/4 of the people you will ever meet are hungry and thirsty for sympathy. Give it to them, and they will love you. A person's name is, to that person, the sweetest and most important sound in any language. Growth and comfort do not coexist. The older you get, the more you realize that time is the only real wealth. Remember that your children are not your own, but are lent to you by the Creator. Walk lightly in the spring. Mother Earth is pregnant. Ask questions from your heart and you will be answered from the heart. Not everything in this world should be your problem. Some things are simply none of your business. Focus on the issues that affect you directly. You will be much happier that way. Rejection is important for self-development. Listen more than you speak. Silence often holds the answer you're looking for. Happiness is not found in things, but in the space between your worries. Stop trying to make everyone love you. You need enemies to succeed. Sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but actually you've been planted. One reason why birds and horses are not unhappy is because they are not trying to impress other birds and horses. The only way to influence people is to talk in terms of what the other person wants. Time is your most valuable resource. There are no refunds or second chances for the time you waste. In order to love who you are, you cannot hate the experiences that shaped you. Be impatient with actions, but patient with results. You don't get to rewind life, but you can press play on a new chapter. Words have power. Use them to heal, not harm. Most people are a complete waste of time. A lesson never goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. Life is unfair. Don't moan. Don't complain. Learn to be thick-skinned, and make the most of what you can. You don't have to be great to start, but to become great, you just have to start. Time will not heal what you refuse to confront. Inner peace is not found in the noise of the world, but in the quiet of your own heart.